Микрофон не был включен. Добрый день, приветствую всех. Рада.
Good morning. I am very happy to see all of you. I hope those who are present today, they were present also yesterday. And I'd like to add something we missed yesterday. Regarding my blood, 20 milliliters a day. You can write that down. And now let's continue, and we will continue with a brief overview of DuoLife products. Yesterday we talked about liquid forms, and today we are going to talk about capsule forms. And as a brief introduction, I'd like to say that the general consultations regarding capsule formulas, all dry supplements are in capsules that are green in color, and the capsule itself is of plant origin. It's not gelatin, not the yellow transparent that is of animal origin. It is of plant origin. What is the composition of this capsule? If it is of plant origin, then of course, that's great. That's a feast for vegetarians and vegans. It is cellulose, a neutral composition that is not transformed or absorbed in the body. Then there are also chlorophyll and chlorophyllin that color the capsule, and there is also the soft fiber. You might remember seeing them on trees. It is gum resin, and they are different. There are gum resins that are not soluble, that are poorly soluble, and well soluble. The one that we use in DuoLife, it is a microbial with biocenosis, meaning that it is preserved. So that's very important factor, but if you understand, if not, just trust me on this one so far. So this is a fully soluble, dissolvable capsule, fully. And what is interesting, if gelatin capsule is fully dissolved within the body, within 5 minutes, and the entire composition will get into the stomach with acid environment, but it needs alkaline base environment to work. And our green capsules of the 5th generation, they are fully dissolvable. The entire content gets into the intestines 15 minutes after it is taken, and then it is in the it is dissolved in the intestines where this is required. And this capsule is thermo and light resistant, and it ensures protection from acid in the stomach, also against heat and light. And the capsules, we are only talking about capsules, not about the compositions. The capsules, they have antimicrobial, antiparasitic, and antifungal effect, and this is natural protection. Imagine that trees, they grow from the soil, and there is rain, there are other factors, and there is great humidity. But despite all this humidity, the trunks of the trees are not covered with fungi because of this natural protection in the gum resin. And our capsule, even if we look at the composition, it is 100% natural. And it also contains a component called inulin. It is a prebiotic made of plant. It is made of chicory roots, and this capsule, its composition, were subject to clinical trials by scintigraphy, and I think this is what we were able to achieve. We have these capsules even without the content, and they already are effective. All capsule formulas, compositions, they are supplements without preservatives, without genetically modified bodies, without gluten. So this issue was completely solved for everyone, and it is suitable for everyone. It contains natural ingredients. So the packaging, where are these capsules? The capsules are in a jar with a marking saying medical formula. What does it mean? It means parapharmaceuticals. Para is about, around, and it is close to medicines, close to medicinal products. So they have mild therapeutic effect. And the packaging itself, the jar, does not contain bisphenol A. The lid protects the jar and its content from children. Children might get curious and might get in, but the lid will not allow them to do that. And there is also a marking, English letter R. What does it mean? It means that these products in this jar, they are medicinal oriented. They are made for health improvement, not for prevention. They are patented DuoLife formulas, and this is the guarantee of the effect. What else do we need to know? All packagings contain green label instructions, just as it is for liquid compositions. And all this information is provided in 14 languages, indications, contraindications, dosage, who should take them, and how to take them. When taking these products, well, there are many people who have to take something they buy at the pharmacy, but then this patient needs to consult a doctor first. The basic things such as recommendations and things to pay attention to, I will tell them. Do not wash it down with grapefruit juice, and I hope you will remember it is not fit for using with liquid or solid formulas. And please remember individual intolerance. There is such a thing, and you might be also a unique person, and you may not have good tolerance of a certain ingredient. It does happen, but you understand that everything is so fair and so honest. I don't think any other company would give any details like this. You can hear during presentations, there are no contraindications for our products. Pregnant women, breastfeeding women, this is a legal story actually. Even if you are allowed and even if you need to, please first consult your doctor. And it does not replace food, even if it is a food supplement. Food, it doesn't mean that you decided to lose weight, you start taking food, there is a strict diet, and you think that you will be able to fill your body with vitamins and minerals. No, they are supplements. They do not replace food intake. Then how to store? Ambient temperature up to 25 degrees, no problems. Can be stored at this temperature. But please remember, you need to protect from direct sunlight. Then how to wash them down? You should drink water and still water. Of course, there are many factors influencing the situation, such as seasons, environment, etc. So the quality control is performed for each portion, and it is checked and guaranteed according to the European Pharmacopoeia. I think this was quite a detailed information, and we can continue. We will continue with the capsule line offered by DuoLife for consumers. And the methods DuoLife uses is called soft marketing. And that's the very first product. Why is it the first one? And it is called Procardial. Well, the name of this product says that it is necessary to support heart muscle, myocardium, and the entire cardiovascular system. And why did I put this formula first? Because we have kilometers and kilometers of blood vessels, small ones, medium, large ones, from the biggest to the smallest ones called capillaries. The vascular system ensures food. It transports food and oxygen to every cell of our body, all these substances, and then waste material needs to be taken out and removed. And as we have kilometers and kilometers of the blood vessels, you understand that if you take only one jar, well, don't fool yourself. It can't help. So how long should you take it? You know, for prevention, N+3 is the formula. If you know, if you don't know, please address the person who gave you the link to our today's meeting, and they will explain you this in smallest details. So the patency of our capillaries is what our functional life depends on. We have to maintain our capillaries, and we are living in the 21st century, and we even have diseases of civilization. And another thing I'd like to mention, and it is related to all compositions, irrespective of the type of supplement. It always includes a substance that has a positive effect on intestinal function and intestinal microbiota. Because irrespective of the smart composition of the capsule, it needs to be absorbed in the intestines, in the colon, and it requires beneficial conditions to be absorbed, and then it will be taken everywhere in the body by blood. So what this composition does in our body, I've already mentioned that it helps ensure breathing, food, and waste removal from the cells. And of course, this is the first product to be taken in case of any diseases of the cardiovascular system. And patented formula with fruit and vegetables, increase blood supply to the heart, which is very positive after myocardial infarction. It neutralizes free radicals, and it also contains an antioxidant that ensures blood vessel cleansing, according to a study, and it contains more antioxidants than in green tea. We usually say that green tea is a natural antioxidant, but this product contains more antioxidants and 2-3 times more than Baldrian. It is more effective, and it relieves angina episodes and prevents aggregation of platelets. Platelets aggregation means they get together and they form a micro blood clots or even a bigger blood clots. It improves sleep because of restored blood supply to the brain. And a very interesting effect of procardial is that it helps in case of prostatitis. You remember men have this organ called prostate, and it is also called the second heart. And it's easy to remember that procardial will also help. Prostate will reduce inflammation by 78%, and this is very serious. Of course, if there is already prostatitis, it should be combined with other products and compositions. And now let's talk about contraindications. I'm not going to name all of them. I'm going to mention the most important ones so that you are aware of them. So hormone therapy, if someone takes hormones, especially estrogen-based hormones, which are the women sex hormones, especially if we talk about contraceptives, then in case of contraception, procardial is not recommended. In case the person takes anticoagulants, in case of hypotony, in case of reduced blood pressure, it makes no sense. Hypoglycemia, if the blood sugar is low, they are weak, they first need to regulate the glucose level. And the last one is autoimmune diseases. So you can see how many things we discussed about this product. The next product is Proselect. There are 60 capsules in the jar, and it's universal way of taking twice a day, one capsule, or if you have a busy lifestyle, then you can take 2 capsules once a day, but anyway, 2 capsules a day is the dosage. As to the restrictions of Proselect, then it's before and after transplantation. If you are going to undergo these difficult surgeries, please remember that. And Proselect helps to select, helps to cleanse our internal bodies, become clean, and it is a detoxification, antioxidant activity, support of the immune system. It is like a vacuum cleaner for free radicals. They are removed from the blood, and life energy is restored, and it helps to create anti-mutagenic barrier, and it is very important now because it is anti-cancer effect. And this is the unique composition, the queen of Peru medicinal herbs, cat's claw, that even can be taken in case of cancer and tumors. The next composition that has a selective composition against the tumor cells. This is a unique composition of mushrooms, not the mushrooms grown in forests, but such as shiitake and others. We could talk for days about them. And reishi, shiitake, they are called such as the mushroom of eternal life, the mushroom of brilliant Buddha. And in Eastern countries, they are officially used to treat tumors and cancer. The entire composition helps the body to stabilize the blood pressure, and it improves the level of cholesterol, low density, high density cholesterol. It regulates cholesterol and ensure the perfect fractions. And it is also beneficial not only for liver, but also for pancreas. It restores beta cells of the pancreas that are in charge of carbohydrate balance and metabolism. I am very pleased that ProSelect has a great effect. It helps maintain youthful look of the skin, and it protects from diabetes mellitus. And you understand why? Because it restores beta cells of the pancreas. That's what is required. And if you need not transplantation but any other surgery, then stop taking this product 10 days before any elective surgery. It improves a protective barrier of the body because it contains vitamin B17. It is a very rare vitamin, but a very useful one. So ProSelect is cleansing the body from within. Pomegranate. You should take 2 capsules a day. You may take twice a day, 1 capsule, or 2 at once. And all capsules, as I've already said, they all are made in a way that they will be dissolved in the intestines. So you should take all capsules during meal or right after the meal. So that this capsule gets into the intestines with food. So pomegranate, you can understand it from the name of this product. It sounds like migraine. Many people heard about this condition, and many others unfortunately suffer from it. And migraine is a severe headache, noise in the ears, bad mood, and it also may cause increased blood pressure. So this product may help the body, and this product contains the so-called aspirin of the 18th century. The product helps in case of blood vessel spasms, but the headache occurs when the narrow blood vessels suddenly dilate, and that's what causes the headache. So it helps the body, and in case of hypertension, this composition is not contraindicated, but you should monitor your blood pressure. It also contains B2 vitamin. We don't hear about it very often, but this vitamin ensures cellular breathing in mitochondria, and it also ensures proper metabolism of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And as I've said, all compositions were made in a way to have a beneficial effect on intestinal microbiota. In case of any surgeries, it is recommended to stop taking this product 10 days before surgery. Prodiacid, I simply love this formula, and my personal opinion is that everyone needs that. You don't feel how it works, but I understand, I know, and I can see the results. Why does everyone need that? Because this formula helps eliminate toxins and reduces alkali. It restores acid-base balance. And I have several webinars only about this formula. Believe me, it's very interesting. Now, many people talk about this, about acid, alkaline impact on the body, and this is due to civilization. It all has been proven, and even those who have a healthy lifestyle, they still have this issue because we live in the 21st century. It will help restore acid alkaline balance, and the body will be able to excrete heavy metals and toxins. Besides that, of course, it works as prevention of tumors. It is great. It has great formula, great ingredients, and I've heard people say, "Oh, I know what I need to eat to ensure restoration alkali products." We can take alkaline products, mixed products, and we need to remember that when choosing products, when choosing fruit, vegetables, the issues it can help solve what you will feel. Gastrointestinal, any disturbances, any disorders, then it also will help you remain slim. And it's also an interesting topic for many women. Normalization of glucose and cholesterol level. And besides that, it also maintains cardiovascular system function. And of course, it helps with the intestinal microbiota. As to cardiovascular system, there is an entire replacement mechanism, but then this is the topic of webinar dedicated to this formula. If you take some drugs or some other supplements, then you need 4-hour interval with this formula. And also contraindications, individual intolerance, pregnancy, and also those who have nephrolithiasis, kidney stones, gout, or ulcer, acute stage of ulcer in the stomach. The formula that is called pro sugar, but sometimes in Russian we also say pro sugar, or in a different way, it is pro-sugar, of course, in English, but that's the composition that helps improve uh, carbohydrate, glucose, sugar, metabolism. That's another issue of the 21st century. And it's not only to reduce glucose in blood, it involves three directions, the main targets of increased glucose. So that's carbohydrate metabolism, first of all, lipid or fat metabolism, reducing the concentration of the bad cholesterol, of harmful cholesterol. And the third function is beneficial impact on the cardiovascular system and on the state of blood vessels, because this is a very significant issue when there are problems of uh, carbohydrate metabolism. It contains inulin. I already mentioned it, but I will tell you more in details how it works, 55-60%. Of course, it is also plant and it also contains biological sulfur that is required for normal insulin function. Plant antibiotic, also folic acid, potassiums, and in 2011, not such a long time ago, it was studied how it affects insulin. Then chia contains great amount of omega-3, and you know how important omega-3 is for the walls of the blood vessels, and it all affects the walls of blood vessels, the vascular walls as well. So there is omega-3 of plant origin, and it contains a lot of omega-3, more omega-3 than fish contains omega-3. 100 grams of chia seeds contains more omega-3 than a kilo of salmon. So that's the concentration of this composition, very powerful. Then selenium and zinc, it helps the pancreas. If there is type 2 diabetes mellitus, then endocrinologists recommend selenium and zinc. Diseases of this civilization, overweight, diabetes mellitus, hypertension. This is what this formula is made for. So what is inulin? From the chicory root. This is a dissoluble fiber fraction, the part of fiber that is soluble, and in the intestines, then it is fermented by the microorganisms, and organic acids are formed, and they make the content of the stomach more acid, and it is digested faster, and it controls all these things that have to be excreted. And the acids, they remain in the intestines, they get absorbed, these acids that are made there, and then they get into the liver and are used as the source of energy. And you know that people with increased glucose, they are weak, they have fatigue, and this product helps to increase the level of energy. And as to the contraindications, of course, of course, you need to consult your doctor. Why? Because the dosage, the control, it all needs to be done correctly. And also if you have stones in the gallbladder. The next is procultural. It is an interesting formula, and you can even see a blood vessel with lipid fatty plaques that uh, narrow the blood vessel. And ProSugar was the formula regulating carbohydrates, although it also affected and influenced the lipid metabolism. This is the product aimed at lipids metabolism. And in the 21st century, everyone needs to know their level of cholesterol. Procultural is the product that participates in regulation in the use of fat and lipids, and it improves cholesterol metabolism. And of course, it has a positive impact on blood vessels, on heart, and it reduces the level of low density cholesterol, which is bad cholesterol, total cholesterol as well, not only this fracture, and it saves the vascular walls from fat deposits, and it also prevents the main reason for cardiovascular diseases. So who will benefit from this? Women with, of course, people with elevated cholesterol levels, but also women in the post-menopause, when there are hormonal changes, hot flushes, etc. Of course, it has a physiological function. It improves intestinal microbiota, a very smart composition, and it also has an anti-inflammatory effect. As to contraindications, of course, individual intolerance, pregnancy, breastfeeding, everything I've already mentioned, and also people with kidney stones, gout, which is a disorder of mineral metabolism, and 10 days before elective surgeries, you should stop taking this product. Prostic. Prostic is a clinical formula, and a clinical trial was carried out for this composition in 2013 in Scotland. And that's a composition, you can see an athlete. So that's a composition that supports musculoskeletal system. It helps to preserve and to strengthen joints and bones. And when taking this product, osteoporosis can even be regenerated. It also improves the functions, of course, of the bones, of the joints, that's clear, but also helps the thyroid gland, the pancreas, so endocrine organs, the organs of internal secretion, hormone secretion, also liver. And what is interesting here, if we talked about halogen yesterday, this is halogen of type 2, but in this product there is also halogen made of sea fish skin, but that's the halogen type 2 and 3. Yesterday we talked about liquid form. It should be taken in the afternoon, but in this case, of course, if we have this interval, then it's better to take it in the morning. And this composition is very interesting. It is the ingredient called shilajit or mumio, that is called also the conqueror of the mountains. You might have heard about it, and that's a very important ingredient. 50 ingredients in shilajit. There are 30 micro and micro elements in the ion charged state, as if it is a battery or accumulator. They are so active that they start uh, working at once, and they also take along other ingredients required to maintain the health of joints, bones, and endocrine organs. It improves the state and of the bones and provides them with mineral substances. And we have calcium phosphorus exchange or metabolism. And in case of disturbances, there are severe issues, but this prostic composition will ensure mineralization of the bones, and it will be a stimulus to excrete synovial fluid, which will help the joints and prevent joint inflammations, improves the level of glucose, and improves the reduced function of peripheral nervous fibers. The signals get through are communicated better. It is taken if there are problems with the joints, even in case of deformity, even when there is already pain, inflammation, etc. Contraindications. Well, it should seem that everyone needs to take it, but children under 12 or 15, of course, everything depends on the child. Because children grow very fast, their cartilages and ligaments continue to grow. Therefore, we should not interfere with that process. I like that there is this athlete with prostic, but no, vice versa, sorry. We are talking about contraindications, to be clear. So, when you take prostic, do not suntan. If in summer you plan to go and sunbathe, no prostic. Contraindications: epilepsy, gallbladder stones, and during radiation and chemotherapy. It is also a contraindication. Otherwise, in other cases, it can be taken, and let's take it and make our joints more healthy. Pro Slimmer, I like this picture when this girl is measuring her waist and is happy that she's getting slimmer. Pro Slimmer regulates fat, and it helps reduce weight, and it reduces these alkaline processes. And if we achieve acid alkaline balance, the body will not need to have fat cell reserves, and the fat cells that we have, they will be burnt very quickly, and the fat is burned, is used in mitochondria, and they work as a furnace, and then a lot of energy is produced. It also helps improve your mood, gives you more energy, and excess fluid is removed. This unnecessary fluid will be excreted, and this fat will turn into dry mass. What does it mean? It means muscles, but it's not like the fat is burnt and replaced by excessive kilos. No, it means you will have more muscles. The skin will become tighter, which is very good. And those people who are overweight, they have good appetite, and it will impact that as well. Cholesterol is reduced, memory is improved because myelin, the sheath of the cells, are reinforced, are made stronger. Then also the help for carbohydrate and lipid metabolism. It also is beneficial for microbiome. And as to contraindications, what I'd like to say and emphasize, children under 16, epilepsy, and those who has this eye disease, glaucoma. This composition, this formula is a big no-no. That's the only formula that cannot be taken and that is strictly prohibited in case of glaucoma. Bareilles Pro. This is simply emergency supplement. This is a direct immunocorrector, immunostimulant against all types of parasites, and it reinforces anti-parasitic processes. And within 10 days, it stops lumbleosis, toxoplasmosis. I didn't say that it helps to get rid of it, but it stops the growth of Lamblia parasites, antiviral, antibacterial immunity. And there is also borreliosis that is a tick-borne disease. Not all ticks, but 10% of ticks they carry, and they may infect with severe infections. This formula relieves pain in the joints because it contains an antibiotic and antifungal activity, 60 types of fungi, 20 types of bacteria, even Staphylococcus aureus. So this formula helps to turn on the body immunity against bacteria and some viruses. The body recovers faster. Moreover, it also gives a positive result, and it has been verified by many people. It also helps in case of frequent urination or in case of drop-like urine incontinency in older people. And it also helps the leukocytes, so it helps the immune system, regulates cholesterol level, supports cardiovascular system, osteoarticular system, and helps the skin. And what I have to say, contraindications 10 days before elective surgeries, and it also involves cosmetic procedures and also tattoo. If you are planning to have a tattoo, stop taking this formula 10 days before. And if someone takes paracetamol, then also Bareilles Pro is not recommended to be taken at the same time with paracetamol. Prorelaxin is a very interesting composition. It relieves mental tiredness and ensures emotional balance. You can see this young lady meditating. Then you can fall asleep easier, your sleep is getting better, and your mood is getting better, and the person is more resistant to stresses. It also has a significant pain relief effect, 43%, because of the essential oils contained. It contains melissa, lavender flower extract, saffron flower extract, and it all ensures anti-inflammatory effect. They are antibiotics, wide spectrum antibiotics of plant origin. And then we can also add as the deceleration of aging, which is also wonderful. So how to take these 2 capsules at once a day, or 1 capsule twice a day? It is all related to this relaxation thing. Someone needs that in the morning, someone needs it in the evening because of they have difficulties falling asleep, etc. You need to feel your body. It's very important to feel your body, not to interfere with everything with your brain, but to feel yourself. This is the formula containing plant extracts, spirulina, L-tryptophan. Yesterday I explained to you what L form is. L is a clean, natural structure rotating to the left. It is a molecule rotating to the left. And this is the common code, the same code as the nature has. And L-tryptophan has an immediate action due to that, and it helps immediately. It also helps during menopause, PMS, and also in case of some irritations when you want to ensure prevention against multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's disease. It also affects sexual function. It's very interesting that in women, women become more fertile and more emotional, and in men, it improves the quality of the sperm. You can check and you will agree with me. And of course, normal function of intestinal microbiota. There are contraindications. The ones we already know about, also the diseases of the thyroid gland, autoimmune diseases, and also people who take tranquilizers. And if you drive a car, then do not take prolaxin. We have already talked about all these jars containing 60 capsules, and you had to take 2 capsules a day. Now we see a number of formulas. They are patented formulas. They are patented packages, and these formulas, they are medicinal treating formulas. You can see probactiliardi, and it is already a box containing 20 capsules in one tube and 20 capsules in the other tube. And this is a clinical modern formula. First, how to take it? You need to take it for 4 to 6 weeks during or after you take antibiotics. Store at an ambient temperature. No need to put it in the fridge. And there is this lid block with a block, so no humidity can get in. This is prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic in one. It contains 2 capsules, contain 9 billion of bacteria, dry bacteria, clean cultural bacteria, and also live yeast, and it contains to the standards of medicinal devices. So it works as a drug, as a medicinal device, and it improves the health of intestines, immune system, nervous system. It goes through the entire gastrointestinal tract, and it keeps stable. And there is this, it helps to improve this connection between the intestines and the brain. The capsules are different. They are slow release capsules, and that was made on purpose. And the safety of the capsule, of the ingredients, have been checked by Lalimak company, which is a global leader in manufacturing and monitoring of probiotics. Pro-optical, you can see a box, not a jar. Again, so it contains capsules, and pro-optical, the name itself suggests that it helps the eyes. There are only 30 capsules, as it says, the box says, even I can see that, and you should take one capsule a day. And it's very beneficial in combination with liquid gold, oil, collagen, and DuoLife Day, DuoLife Night. This is a clinically studied composition of the medicinal device. Two-phase capsule, what does it mean? It means that everything contained in the capsule, the modern technologies, something needs to be released in the stomach, in the acid environment, and something needs to be released in the intestines. And this is the two-phase capsule. The external part is liquid. The internal part is solid. The external part, liquid part, is oily part, and this is based on a patented technology. It will be dissolved earlier, of course, this external liquid phase, and specific ingredients will be released, and we need them to start working in acid environment in the stomach. The second solid part are extracts. The internal solid phase of the capsule contains the extracts that needs to be released in the intestines. So pro-optical is a natural composition for protection and restoration of the eyes. Patented technology, very well balanced proportion of two main ingredients, and two main ingredients are lutein and 5 parts, and zeaxanthin 1 part. And this proportion is very important. It has been established, and it is in this external oily phase. The eye gets a protective filter of the retina, and the retina is the part of the eye in charge of the acuity of the eye. This is like a biological sunglasses. It contains antioxidants, vitamin C, organic zinc, and of course, it will also help to prevent myopia. It will improve microcirculation in the eyes after dark, because there are people who need more light when it's getting darker, and when there is no enough light, then they see not so clearly. It also supports the small blood vessels in the eyes, and you can imagine how small blood vessels are there. So that's our interesting formula, and another formula, you can see it in the jar, but despite that, it is also a medicinal clinical formula that has been tested, and it is created to support the immune system. You can understand that from the name, pro-immuno. And the number of capsules depends whether you use it for prevention, then it's 2 capsules a day, or if you need a therapeutic effect when you are already sick. 60 capsules ensure this opportunity to help you. Antiviral effect, and that's the formula that appeared in DuoLife company in response of the pandemics in 2019, 2021, and I think coronavirus is still there, and there are different mutations of coronavirus affecting the people. So high bioavailability, antioxidant activity maintains the immune system, helps the heart, blood vessels, and the brain. All ingredients are perfect for vegetarians and vegans. So that's our formula. What else I'd like to say? Just a second, because it's autumn right now and the virus is active. Organic zinc extract, propolis extract help to fight viral infections and inflammations, viral inflammations. Standardized raw materials in terms of composition of active ingredients and patented method of extraction. Support of the immune and respiratory system, because viruses affect the respiratory system. Who it is recommended for? To make it more efficient, you should take it with probiotics at the same time, probacillus, for example, because ProImmune contains strong antibacterial components, ingredients, and inulin, we have already talked about, will act as probiotics, as the protective ingredient. And of course, contraindications, not to take before the age of 18. There is a specialized syrup for children. Also, people suffering from asthma or renal insufficiency, those who undergo dialysis, it is contraindicated. Do not take permanently. It's not something you can use all the time. You need to make breaks, intervals. And before I told you, discontinue taking 10 days before elective surgery. As to Proimmuna, 14 days before surgery. And a very interesting capsule composition, very interesting. It is Lazizal. It is a supplement of the 5th generation premium line. Capsules contain active ingredients, and it continues the program on the skincare. There are serums, liftings, and this is another capsules allowing our women to become real beauties. No preservatives, and it contains very special formula, patented formula. One is wheat seeds, and the second patented formula is an antioxidant bioflavonoids. The entire composition formula to support the skin, natural vitamins E, A, beta carotene, provitamin A to have a wonderful skin, phyto extracts, plant extracts, and hyaluronic acid, which will support the elasticity and moisture of the skin, which means delaying wrinkles, what we are afraid of. A two-phase capsule with modified prolonged release. The external part is liquid and it contains vitamin E, beta carotene, and it is an oily phase that has to be released first. And then the second part, the internal part, solid one, with extracts of plants. Capsules for facelifting. Clinical formula can be well combined with collagen, keratin, Vita C, and prodiacid. If you take medicines, if drugs are required, then the interval between the medicine and the capsules Lazizal is 4 hours. Contraindications. There are more contraindications, and it's increased sensitivity, of course, individual intolerance, then just as for any other product for pregnant women and in case of breastfeeding. And of course, you need to consult a doctor if you take any drugs. Then also kidney stones, kidney diseases, renal failure, and dialysis. Then, of course, it's very individual. Hypertension. It's not recommended in case of hypertension, in case of epilepsy, heart, liver diseases, liver failure, so very severe diseases. Why am I saying that? If you suffer from a disease or if you take medicines you buy from the chemist, please consult your doctor, and then your doctor will tell you, yes, you can take it today, but not tomorrow, or vice versa, or maybe you can take a special dose. And please be careful if you have severe acne, then you need to get rid of the issue and then start to search for beauty, not at the same time. Acute infections, skin inflammations, in case you take anticoagulants, and if you take hormones, especially estrogens, and contraceptives. So that's about this formula, and we will continue next time. And next time we will talk about something different. And now I'd like to thank our interpreters. And thank you, Helena, Christina, Natalia,